everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we have a brand new perfume to review and discuss together. It is the brand new one from LANCOME, their new Idol, The Intense. And I'm gonna give you my first impressions, my review, and compare it to the original LANCOME Idole Eau de Parfum, which came out a year or two ago, and let you know the main differences and everything. But before we do that, a big hello to anyone who's new here. Welcome. We are all about perfumes here, so check out my hundreds and hundreds of other videos all about perfumes. And if you are a regular but haven't subscribed yet, then do hit that subscribe button and show your support. You know, I really appreciate it. And as always, I will leave links down below to where you can get these perfumes in the US, UK, Europe, Australia and Canada. So LANCOME's Idole, very successful perfume, the world's thinnest perfume. If you saw my review about this and when it came out, it's transparent, and the idea is it's like you can see through it and it's like a glass holding perfume in your hand, if that makes sense, like as if it's not in a container at all. The new Intense version has a sort of rose gold metal back to it, so you can't see through it like you can see through the original, and that gives it a darker, sheenier, more look compared to the transparent original. This is a 50ml size, by the way, and in the new one I got a 25ml, really cute, sort of cute little handy handbag size. And I think these are all refillable in the store, so you saving you that money and obviously having those eco credentials as well. So if you remember, the original LANCOME Idole is a really pretty rosy pear. It's a very female, feminine, something you could wear just to the day or evening and you just smell really pretty, floral, feminine. It's got good projection and good lasting power. It's a good eau de parfum, and I often recommend it for people that just want a pretty nice perfume that's gonna last. It has some Indian jasmine in there, and that sort of mixes with the rose, mixes with this juicy pear to create a very modern floral. It's not a dated, agey, stuffy floral. It's a modern floral, and I think it's been very successful because it has that lasting power. People like it. So I was super happy to see that when the new one came out, the Intense version, that's what it was. It was an intense perfume. Often when they bring a flanker out, it's an eau de toilette version of the original eau de parfum, so it's weaker and a bit boring and it annoys me. So I'm glad they've gone heavier still. And considering that this was so good for lasting, I'm very intrigued to see you know, what this was going to be like. So first impressions are that it definitely has the same DNA, the same kind of smell as the original. Sometimes they're completely different when they bring out a flanker. This really does smell like a more intense version of this. So if you like original Idole Eau de Parfum, I think you'll like the new Intense version. I get the same jasmine and rose, perhaps the jasmine is more stronger, and I get, at first, especially in the first spray, like straight away, I got an almost oriental-y, sheepery jasmine. There was a little bit of wood coming through, so it was a bit stronger, more mysterious, more darker. As it settled down though, that has gone, and what is left is quite similar to the original. Whereas the original had pear, this has some bitter orange, some orangey notes in, which have that same freshness, like fresh fruitiness as a pear, but have a little bit more of a kick to them, right? So a little bit more intense. There is also vanilla in the original as an ingredient, but I don't really get much vanilla from it. But on this one, I do get a bit more vanilla. It isn't sweet, it doesn't smell all of vanilla, but especially at first, I got a little bit of that woody vanilla coming through, and then the jasmine and the rose. So it feels like a very comforting, a warm fragrance. I think this is going to be really good for autumn, for winter. You know, I would recommend Idole for autumn, but I think this is going to be even better, and this is going to definitely still be, you know, appropriate in autumn and winter when it's super cold. This has still got that intense warmth to it. I would say perhaps this is a little bit more nighttime than this. This is more fresh. That a pear is a very fresh scent for during the day, whereas this, I'd say, has a little bit more mystery to it, so perhaps it's more nighttime. And it's just not quite as fresh. Pear is such a fresh note. This is a very unusual to have such a fresh floral. This has a little bit more cashmere-y, cuddly. It doesn't make you think of freshness, it makes you think of sort of winter, and that sort of creamy cashmere, jasmine, feminine lady by the fireside in winter, if that makes sense. And so I like it. I think it's not drastically different to the original, so it'll be interesting to see how it does. I think if you do want something a bit stronger for the winter time, then paying that little bit more extra to get an intense parfum is always worth it, and this is definitely the case. And they've, I guess, because this one, it has been so successful, it's like, why change the DNA? You know, keep it the same, but just make it a little bit more intense and a little more interesting, a little bit darker. So I think, why not? I do think these are very good perfumes for like travel, for handbags. You know, it's very thin, that would easily go in so many handbags, and you know, it feels very durable. It's got this metal on it. Like, I really don't think that would smash. You'd have to really break it, like throw it to try and smash it. So I do think these are very good, convenient, practical bottles to pack and take around with you. And I have to say, in terms of projection, longevity, I found it to be maybe a little bit more than the original. So we're not talking like twice, 3, 4 times stronger than the original. I'd say it's like 50% stronger than the original. So because the pear makes the freshness, means that it settles into something that's there, but it's freshly and a little bit subtle. This isn't subtle, it's still there, wrapped around you is this like cashmere scarf of scent, roses and jasmine. So I do think they're still both great for lasting and both great for projection, but just go for this one if you want something a little bit more wintry, and go for this if you want something a bit more fresh and you like pear. There are, of course, all the complementary body products that go with these, and they will work perfectly fine with either of them, which is really handy, I think. So yeah, overall, I'm definitely liking this new one. I think it's a good addition to the range, and I'm curious to see what the third one will be, if there will be one, probably this time next year. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always. Let me know what you think about the new release. Do you prefer it to the original? Have you tried it yet? Is it what you're expecting? I'd love to know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know. But that's it. So yeah, thanks so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!